thinking class. I know Bruce has done this before with me. Jamal, you get to do it with me now, which is good because we are going to go through what procedural thinking is, right? So we're going to go through what procedural thinking is, and I will be indisposed while that happens, and thus I'm not going to be able to do as much. But first, before we get into that, let's first talk about what is programming, right? Here we go. No way, this is so concerning. All right, cool. So what is programming, right? What is programming? Well, programming is the act of instructing computers to carry out tasks and is often interchangeable with the term coding, right? So programming, coding, right? Kind of interchangeable there, all right? Okay, then if that is what programming is, what is a computer program? So if that's programming is, instructions a computer carries out or the act of instructing computers, what is a computer program, right? Well, a computer program is just a sequence of instructions that a computer executes step by step. Remember when I said computers are really dumb? Well, all they know how to do is execute step-by-step instructions. Nowadays, we also refer to programs as like applications or apps, and they do all sorts of stuff, and they go out and, let us find dates and, let us, find directions and all that kind of stuff, right? But in the end, it's just a computer executing instructions step by step, procedurally. So we need to get our brains into procedural thinking because that's the only thing that a computer understands. All right, so to do that, what we're going to do today is we have a little exercise. Is I am going to be the computer. All right, so I am the computer, and I will be following your instructions. All right, so I'll be following your instructions here. Let me just get this going. Cool. All right, so I am the computer. I will be following your instructions. And what we're going to try to do today is we are going to try to make a peanut butter sandwich. Okay, so we're going to try to make a peanut butter sandwich as me being the computer and you guys giving me instructions. So I'm going to need one of you, either Jamal or Bruce. I want you to write the instructions that come through, maybe in shared notes, right? So maybe write that in shared notes for everyone can see it, or even on the whiteboard. If you want to do it on the whiteboard, up to you. Shared notes, whiteboard, whatever it might be. I have a loaf of bread here. I've got some peanut butter here, and I've got a knife here, a butter knife, not a sharp knife to help me out. Cool. So which one of you is going to be writing the instructions? Because the other one, I need you to basically tell people to turn microphones on and off to give me instructions, right? So
I'll do the scribe.
All right, so Bruce is going to be the scribe. That's cool. Let me turn this up as well because I've kind of moved you. All right, so Bruce is going to be the scribe. Jamal, I need you to basically nominate sort of one person at a time to give me instructions to make a peanut butter sandwich, all right? And so Bruce is going to write down the instructions that are happening in shared notes, and Jamal is going to be telling you to turn your mic either on or off, so make sure you have that ability to do that. I'm turning on shared notes on my chat, so I can't see anything in the public chat that's going on. And I'm a computer. I'm going to stop talking, right? So, and you are the only rule of this game is you are only allowed to issue one instruction at a time, okay? So one person gets one instruction, and then Jamal will pick someone else to give the next instruction, so on and so forth. So procedurally, let's make a peanut butter sandwich. Here we go. Robot Garrett mode. Once again, I can't see the chat. Jamal, I need you to have people come on and issue an instruction, please. And back to Robot Garrett mode.
Okay. Undo tag to bag of loaf of bread.
Say that again.
Undo the tag to the bag of the loaf of bread.
Open the bag of bread.
Josh?
We might have to tee several people up in a row, Jamal.
All right. Michelle? Michael Rexon?
Me?
Yes?
All right. Let me see. Place hands on new bread bag.
I don't want to use that bread bag yet. Can we use the ones on the ground?
Didn't you destroy it?
They're on the ground. Here, hold on. Let me bring some bread back.
I love your acting, Garrett. It's fun work. All right. What do you have there? Let me zoom in. Okay. How about place hand on top slice of bread? Now, firm hand around corners of bread slice. And now, place bread on table. It's on center of table. Grab knife.
That's enough. Next.
Okay.
Dan?
Repeat with second piece of bread. So repeat your instruction. Yes.
Rebecca, you next? Not Mark Lee?
All right, let me just see where we're at.
Catch the knife.
Take knife.
Woo! Kareem? Gaston?
Hand
And peanut butter.
All right, put knife down with left hand. All right, grab peanut butter with left hand from the bottom of the jar. All right, make sure peanut butter is upright. All right, use right hand to grab lid of peanut butter jar. Grip it, unscrew peanut butter lid. Okay, turn it anti-clockwise. God damn it. All right. All right, stop. All right, grip left hand bottom of peanut butter jar. All right, now use right hand to grip the lid of peanut butter jar and unscrew only right hand anti-clockwise. There you go. All right, unscrew until it's off. Once it's off, put lid on table. That'll do. Gently put down the peanut butter. Still me or?
Next. Who's next?
Let's see, Darren. Thank you, Gaston.
So did you say me?
Yes, Darren. Yes.
Okay. Place bottom of peanut butter jar on top of table. Left hand grab the knife of the handle. The handle of the knife. The handle of the knife. I guess separate the bread so it's in a row. Yeah, so the slices of bread on the center of the table. Yeah, that works. That works. Now that works. Is it just the peanut butter there? I can't see. There's no butter or anything like that, right? Oh, the lid's on. Okay. Place the knife back on the table. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Just out of context. Okay. Grab the peanut butter jar with left hand. Remove seal on top of peanut butter with right hand. Is there a tag? I can't see what kind of seal that is. All right, stop that. Stop. You're gonna hurt yourself. Is it still me?
Yeah, thank you, Darren. Let's see, Karen.
Oh, this could be fun. Peel the lid, the seal off the peanut butter jar. Peel. Good job, computer. Pick up knife with hand. By the handle. Gently put knife in peanut butter jar. Hold handle. Gently scoop with the knife some peanut butter. Remove from jar. Is it still my turn?
Ashley. Thank you, Karen.
Move knife onto bread. Spread knife across same bread. With a gentle force.
Jim.
All right. So what have you done? Hold knife handle with left hand and continue wiping bread with peanut butter on it. So yeah, wipe peanut butter on bread with knife in left hand. No, knife with left hand. Yep. Yep. All right, you want to stop that now? With knife in left hand, put the blade handle back in the peanut butter jar. No, other way. Hold the knife in left hand and put the blade, that's the top of the knife, in the peanut butter jar. Sorry. Want to get some more? Yep. No, put knife tip in peanut butter jar. Yep. While holding knife with left hand. All right. Scoop out. No, put that down. With left hand, scoop out more peanut butter with the knife. All right. Okay, now place knife with the peanut butter on the second piece of bread next to the other one you've already done. So to your left, I guess, the second one with no peanut butter. placed down. Yes. Now, with the knife, wipe the peanut butter on the bread. Yep. All right, they can stop. Next.
Jamie, thank you, Jim.
Just a confirmation. Do we actually have jelly?
Peanut butter sandwich.
No. Alright. I thought I heard peanut butter jelly sandwich. Alright, my bad. Place knife back on table. With right hand, grab right piece of bread located in front of you. That also includes peanut butter on the top. Move hands roughly 25 centimeters to the left. Alright. Straighten toast that is currently held in right hand to match toast on table. Sorry, bread on table. Flip. Toast flip or bread flip. Okay, drop. This could go well. Alright, I'm done.
Hey, peanut butter sandwich. We did it. All right, team.
Ethan, last instruction. Discard.
Discard.
That was a lot of instructions.
Yeah.
Delicious. Wash both hands. Okay. So, good point, Bruce. Let's take a look at them in the shared notes. Oh my God, my shared notes. I have peanut butter all over my hands. I do not want to get on this computer. All right.
Oh.
So if everyone looks at shared notes,
The hell?
dang, that was a lot of instructions of really kind of not really how to make a peanut butter sandwich. I mean, we got pretty close, right? In the end, we got there, but it was probably harder than everyone was thinking, right? Because the computer's dumb. Like me as a computer is dumb. I have no context of your instructions. I don't know what you mean. Like I can't determine what you wanted me to interpret this instruction as. I can only do what I think is the exact instruction that you're telling me to do, right? And that's what makes procedural thinking so hard sometimes, is because you have to break down problems into very small steps, and those steps have to be very explicit, not implicit. I don't know what you're trying to imply. I'm a computer. I'm not a human, right? I can't tell based on, your sarcasm in code what you wanted me to do, or maybe you didn't want me to do something, right? Like I follow instructions exactly to the best of my ability, right? And so that's what our computers do. Our computers are not smart things. And I think that's a very hard thing to see when you're first starting computer programming. I'm trying to get down to the chat again so I can see. Is that you need to realize that your computer isn't as smart as you think it is. Your computer is just really, really good at following instructions really, really fast. And that's what computers are great at. Computers are great at following instructions very, very quickly, like milliseconds quickly. So we think they're smart because they're just following a bunch of instructions so dang fast. So this was our first attempt at a algorithm, at a computer program, to build a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or a peanut butter sandwich. And I'm sure it was a lot more steps and probably a lot more difficult than what everyone thought it would be, okay? But now we're masters of this, right? We're masters of how to do this. So, because we're masters, we have a round two. We're going to see how well we can do it a second time around, because now we've seen what can happen, right? So here we go. New loaf of bread, new peanut butter, new knife. Let me wipe off my hands. All right, hands are wiped, clean. The computer is about to restart its program. I'm gonna have to find a vacuum somewhere because I have bread all over the place. All right, Jamal, Bruce, let's go again. Here we go, we're gonna go again. So this time, round 2, peanut butter. Let's see if I can actually close this window a little bit as well, make it easier to see for everyone. There's just a little bit too much light. There we go, maybe that's a little bit easier to see. Cool. All right, round 2. Jamal, Bruce, let's do it. Jamal, if you wanna manage this again, of who's giving what instruction?
Yep, on it. Richard.
Cool. Round 2. Let's see if we can do better in round 2, now that we understand how we need to think. All right, computer on.
Place right hand on top of the peanut butter jar. Grab right hand. Place left hand onto the base of the peanut butter. Twist counterclockwise right hand until the lid opens. With the right hand, place the lid onto the desk. Use right hand to grab the knife. Scoop. Oh no.
Holly?
Pass.
All right.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay. Remove the seal of the peanut butter.
Okay.
Right hand lock.
All right. You put the knife down.
It's confusing.
Now use your left hand to pull the seal off the peanut butter. Sorry, use your right hand. Hold the peanut butter with your left hand and use your right hand to pull the seal off. Okay, now put the seal down anywhere. That's fine. Okay, now put both hands on the loaf of bread. Gently. Now hold the loaf of bread with your left hand and using your right hand, take the tag off. Put your tag down. I don't care where. Okay. Now put the bread upright using both hands. Now using your right hand, take 2 slices out. From the top.
Thank you, Holly Cooper. The other Holly?
All right. Put the bread on the table. position the bread next to each other. Position the bread on the table next to each other.
You need to say something, Holly, to make him stop.
All right, stop. Put the peanut butter for all the bread that doesn't have any filling on the table. That's too much work for Garrett.
Say that again.
Put peanut butter on all the bread that doesn't have any filling on the table. Okay.
That's smart.
All right.
Peter, you next?
Yes, I'll pass.
Take one slice of bread in each hand. Place next to each other in front of computer. Pick up knife in left hand from the base of the knife. Pick up peanut butter with right hand from the base of the jar. Rotate 180 degrees upright. Place tip of knife inside peanut butter. Tip. Yeah, there we go. Scoop peanut butter with left hand. Ah, shit. All right. I think it's Jan Eriksson.
Jan Erik?
Using left hand with peanut butter on, smear on bread closest to computer. Place loaf next to that bread that you just smeared on. Place that slice on top of the other one. You've got a peanut butter sandwich.
Repeat.
Place the loaf adjacent to the one with peanut butter on it, on top of one another. Slice. Place the slice. Sorry. Ray, you're up.
Use both hands to pick up loaf. Move to the right, like 20 centimeters, and drop. Now, with your left hand, grab the left slice with no peanut butter. Raise. Move your left hand to the right slightly, just so it's on top of the piece with the peanut butter, and place slowly.
Hey, we got one. My fingers got peanut butter on it, but we did it. All right. Woo! There we go. Still had a little bit of hiccups, right? We still had a little bit of hiccups, but I feel like this was a much better showing of making a peanut butter sandwich. There's not as big a mess, which is good. So awesome. Awesome, guys. So then what did we learn, right? Even doing it round two. Well, let's check out the instructions here. So just going over here to share notes. That's good. We had 11 less instructions. So awesome. We have 11 less instructions to make a better peanut butter sandwich, I would assume, right? So we had 11 less to make a better peanut butter sandwich, which is awesome. The next thing is that we didn't mess up as bad, which is cool as well, right? But really, this is procedural thinking, and sometimes it's quite hard because even we saw it the first time and we come back and do it the second time and we're still making some of the same mistakes, right? We're still hoping that the computer interpreted what we were saying instead of following the instructions explicitly. And so that's what we're going to have to get good at. That's that light bulb moment for a lot of programmers is, oh, that's what the computer's doing, right? That's the line of code that computer's running at that moment in time. That's the instruction that it's currently running. That's why my program's wonky, because I didn't realize it was going to run that instruction at that time, or it interpreted that instruction a little bit differently than I thought it would. So that is the heart of a programmer, is actually how to take a problem, a big problem, such as making a peanut butter sandwich, right? This is a pretty complex problem here, and breaking it down into very small parts, very small instructions, procedurally for our computer to run. So great job. Awesome. Very cool job. Does anyone have any questions so far about procedural thinking? Did everyone like that? Was that a cool thing? I would assume we'd have to make some kind of reference for the computer beforehand. I like the knife as an example. Exploding bread was good, yes. What do you mean, Darren? I assume we'd have to make some kind of reference for the computer beforehand. Ah, yes. Right, so this is where I was getting a little bit confused even when people were saying, put the tip of the knife in the jar, grab the knife by the handle. Me as a computer, I have to go back inside of my definitions, inside of my program and go, do I know what the tip of a knife is? Do I know what the handle of a knife is? Do I know what the top of the knife is, right? Because you guys said, put the top of the knife in the peanut butter jar, which is why I took what I assumed was the top of the knife, and I was trying to get that thing in the peanut butter jar, right? So that's also true. Like, we can give our computers more complex instructions, but even those complex instructions need to be defined somewhere in a more base manner, in a more broken up manner for us to give that type of complex instruction. I have to tell the computer, what is exactly a base of a knife? What is exactly the tip of a knife? What is, 25 centimeters? It doesn't know. So basically, the computer, we have to tell it everything, right? And now this is where we as programmers basically sit on the shoulders of giants, all right? This is where we basically sit on the shoulders of giants because computers run with zeros and ones, right? That's all a computer understands is zeros and ones. We're going to get into that a little bit later in the course, binary and all that good stuff. Move that back up. But someone had to program that. Someone had to program that machine language at some point, okay? And then there was an abstraction on top of that, okay? So then we had an abstraction, and it was a little bit more human-like. And then another abstraction. So we probably went from like machine code to assembly language, and then from assembly language to the C programming language, and then from the C programming language to what we have now with, we still use C, but we normally use like Python or JavaScript or Ruby. It's one abstraction after another, which is awesome, okay? Now, I'm going to let you guys take a break there, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the programming language that we're going to be using in this class, which is called Python.